Women are being arrested for promiscuity.
Go in, put your clothes on and come. Otherwise, I'll get the police to come for you. Put on your clothes now and come out. Come out of here now. Put on your coat and shoes and come. Don't let me call the police, you know.
He's coming. He's lost his coat.
Where's your coat? Where's the coat? Find your coat.
Don't shout, please.
It's unacceptable to me. It will get me more annoyed.
He's coming now. He's coming.
Otherwise, I'll get the police to come for him. You know I don't choose to call police already. Where is he?
He's just getting changed. He's coming out.
That's kind of on him.
I wouldn't have come.
We'll save it.
Joseph, where's your coat?
It's downstairs.
I mean, guys, this is horrendous. So the video that you just saw was a video showing a mother over in England going to an event hosted by an Only Fools model who was advertising that she would be hooking up with 1,000 guys within 24 hours. This young man, I think I hear an accent, maybe his mother was maybe Jamaican, and she basically went to the event. She went looking for her teenage son who was at the event. She found him evidently in his boxers among other men, and he was in line waiting to go and be intimate with this woman. This is actually a horrible thing that's going on, where women are now competing around the world to see who can be physically intimate with the most guys within 24 hours. One woman did it, and now another woman is trying to do it. Actually, and to be clear, she actually was with over 1,000 men. So, like, these are world records that these women are setting. And of course, now because of this bad behavior and other women trying to replicate this behavior, women are now being arrested for doing this. We actually have a video from Suereyya, and her channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check her out and support her. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of what women are doing in society and why they're now being punished for this, and how this is going to affect society and women going forward. Also, don't forget to follow us on Rumble. You never really know what can happen on this platform, so follow us over on Rumble so that you can always find our content in case anything happens over here. Also, guys, don't forget to check out Angry's Crypto Academy. Hard times are coming. ATMs will stop working. Banks will chain the doors. Protect your wealth and safeguard your future with crypto. Angry's Crypto Academy will teach you how to buy, sell, trade, and invest in crypto. And then on top of that, guys, I also want to tell you about Crypto Trading for Dummies, the blueprint available over in Angry's Crypto Academy. And with the blueprint, you'll learn how crypto day trading can help you earn daily profits, even starting small. Imagine making $30 a day with $100 or even hundreds daily, trading small amounts, working just an hour a day. It's written so simple that, or so simply that even a fifth grader can do it. With the banks collapsing and the economy in chaos, this skill is your lifeline. Click the link in the description to check it out now. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
There she goes. Turkey's #1 OnlyFans content creator is being arrested. They got her husband in the front and they got her dumbass in the back. I mean, here's my question. I didn't even know that Turkey made OnlyFans accessible for the public. It is shut down now because so many people have put in a complaint about it, which in my opinion should have never taken place because they should simply not have allowed it. So why would you want to implement something and then turn around and arrest somebody for actually creating that type of content? Which does not take away the fact that I fully support her being arrested, because Turkey doesn't stand for anything like that. Turkey is not supposed to be known for women being all over OnlyFans and creating adult content, because that's what it is. But the more disturbing thing about this whole situation is the fact that her husband supports her in creating OnlyFans content. But unfortunately, a lot of women don't even know the difference between right and wrong anymore. All they focus on is to satisfy their greed of attention and validation in combination of monetization, which is a very, very bad combo if you ask me. So this woman appears on a few podcasts a couple of days before she got arrested, and she brags about the fact that, which was probably her highest achievement in life, that she wants to sleep with 100 men a day. Now, where is this trend coming from? America. Who adapts trends that are coming from America concerning this type of behavior? Weak-minded women all over the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a short clip out of the podcast that she appeared on before she got arrested. We're going to let her speak, and then I'm going to come back and translate what she said on the podcast, which makes her even look more stupid than what she did when they got arrested.
yapıyorum. Hatta Twitter'da da bir karakter yaratıyorum. Bazen salak bir karakter oluyorum. Bazen akıllı bir karakter oluyorum. Bazen saçmalayan bir karakter oluyorum. Avukatımız bile tek başınıza dışarı çıkmayın durumunda. Öldürülmemiz mi lazım? İlla bir zarar görmemiz mi lazım bunu fark etmeniz için? Türkiye'den gidip daha...
Now this woman is so delusional. She is one of the most delusional people that I've ever came across on the internet. She creates her OnlyFans account and she actually says that she's an actress. She says that she's an actress and sometimes she's just silly, sometimes she's a little bit more serious, sometimes she's a little bit sarcastic. So these women are really out here justifying their 304 hoish behavior. I'm going to have to call it what it is. Hoish behavior and saying that they're being an actress. Okay, we're going to put a check mark on that. Woman, you are crazy. The second thing she says, obviously she knew, she kind of expected the backlash that she was going to receive, and she has already received a whole lot of shitstorms from the Turkish public because obviously they have been threatened. They have been threatened to the point that her and her husband's lawyer was even being threatened for supporting these two. That just goes to show you what Turkish society actually thinks about women creating content like that. It's so sad to see women who are adults creating adult content. They don't know how to make a decision like an adult. Because before she created her OnlyFans content, she could have sat down and thought about it like, wait a minute, I live in a country where they don't even have dating shows. There are no dating shows in Turkey because the President Erdogan is not having it. He has restricted all of it because they don't want their public to look like fools. So before she had created her content, she could have been like, wait a minute, where is this obviously going to take me? But I highly doubt that she's even going to hold herself accountable for her actions on this platform. And every platform that has been created in order for women to show themselves a certain way has created only damage. It only contributes to a lot of young women thinking, okay, I'm not going to go to school, I'm not going to get educated, all I'm going to do is take my clothes off and then I can just afford what I want to because a lot of men are going to subscribe to my OnlyFans account. Women absolutely sexualizing themselves, and then you got young men or even older men who are consuming this type of content.
And to be very clear, this content is extremely damaging to the male psyche. It's extremely damaging to men. It's also damaging to women. One thing that we don't talk about in society and that women don't want to admit to is that a lot of young women are addicted to this content. And not only are they addicted to this content, they are addicted to content that features women being with other women. It's a very, very serious problem. I would argue that I don't think that men are as addicted to this content as people think. I think that the difference between men and women is that men will acknowledge that this stuff has an issue, that this stuff is affecting their lives. Women, on the other hand, they have a much higher tolerance for this stuff. You have to remember that men and women are not biologically the same. A man has a certain thing called a refractory period, where after he's intimate or after he basically releases his gentleman juice, he can't do it again for a short period of time. There's some guys who have very short refractory periods to almost no refractory period at all. But the average man has a refractory period where after he basically is intimate with someone or uses or does it himself, he has to wait a while before he can go again. Women do not have a refractory period, meaning they're always ready to go. So they can go and keep going like the Energizer Bunny. They never run out of juice unless they physically get tired. It's a very intriguing thing. So when you consider this for a man, we can consume that content for quite a while, but if we experience then we have to stop because, it's like suddenly it's like the lights turn on and, we're not about that life anymore. We're not the same person we were 5 minutes ago, but then, give it, give it 15 minutes. If you're a young guy, give it, couple of hours. If you're an older guy, you're like, no, you know what, I am that guy, and then you go right back to doing it again. But for a woman, it's different. They can just keep going and going and going and going. They can get their woohoo and then get another one and another one and another one, shortly after the last one. So a lot of women are very addicted to this content, and as a result of that, we don't talk about what they're going through. It's a very sad thing. So now you have women who are addicted to this content and also making this content. And it's like women have basically fallen so far down because of, you know, how society has told them that they don't have to be responsible for anything that they do. It's whatever they like. The Sims are out here celebrating them and normalizing this type of degenerate behavior, and it doesn't help them, because ultimately women basically sold their futures for instant gratification in the present, and now they're going to face extraordinary consequences for those choices. And if there's one thing that a woman does not like, it's consequences. Women do not like consequences. They don't like consequences. They don't like facing consequences, and they don't like having to deal with consequences, because they are bailed out of every bad decision that they make. This time it's going to be different, especially with Trump back in office. He's not going to tolerate it. He's not going to allow it to go down that way. And women are going to find themselves living in extraordinary states of poverty and destitution, being forced now to take accountability for the things that they've done and the mistakes that they've made. And keep in mind, it's not going to be something simple. It's going to be kind of like the spirit bomb. If you watch Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Z, maybe even Dragon Ball Diamond now, it's going to be kind of like the spirit bomb, where basically Goku puts his hands up and he starts collecting energy from everywhere and everyone on the planet, and it's like, but it takes time to build up. And in the case of women, they've been building up that bad karma for a very, very long time, and that spirit bomb is about to drop on them, you know. And when the spirit bomb hits, the thing about the spirit bomb is that if you have any evil intent in you, it will destroy you. And what have modern women done? They have engaged in extraordinary acts of degeneracy and narcissism. And now those behaviors and the evil intent behind those behaviors are going to catch up to them. And when the spirit bomb hits, it's not going to be pretty. So they're going to fall quite deep. They're going to be in extraordinary states of poverty, destitution, facing hardship, living in their cars, living in the woods, living in the streets, you know, having to hang out with Yogi and Boo Boo and see how that treats them. They said, guys, we don't want you. We want the bear. So now they're going to have to put it to the test, and let's see what happens. You know, they say, oh, we want the beast. You know, it's like Beauty and the Beast. We don't want you. We want the beast. But, you know, that's a Disney movie. In reality, the beast doesn't play games. You know, Bella's there like, oh, I wanted the beast, and now I have the beast, and, you know, I don't like the beast anymore. Yeah, but it's too late. It's too late. And now she's like, men, help. And the men aren't coming. You know, she chose the beast, and now the beast has her, you know. And you know who's a beast? You know, another beast? Tyrone is a beast. Tyrone is going to be the king of Tent City. And a lot of these individuals are going to end up in Tent City, and they're going to be in there with Tyrone. And when Tyrone is hungry, he's going to eat. When Tyrone is thirsty, he's going to drink. And when Tyrone wants some loving, he's going to get some loving. And Tyrone will rule Tent City with an iron fist, because Tyrone is the king of Tent City, and he's not taking crap from anyone. He's not taking crap from anyone.
Old married man, you're just frustrated because you can't get nothing from your wife anymore, and you subscribe to OnlyFans. Do whatever you gotta do, right? But if you are a young man and you are literally addicted to these pages, what is it gonna contribute to? You're not even gonna know how to interact with a woman when you get with her. Young people have such a problem with looking into each other's eyes when they are communicating. They can't even talk to each other anymore. Everybody is so buried into their phones. Everybody is so addicted to their content. They don't even have the basic communication skills, which is look at each other's eyes, body language, or even know how to conduct yourself when you are actually next to someone. But it's not only women in America or in Turkey who are affected by this scandalous and loose behavior. Of course, some women over here in Germany just love doing the same thing. Of course, we have OnlyFans content creators here. And of course, we have women who think delusional and who think that there is nothing wrong with actually something to be proud of when you sleep with a lot of men. Especially young women. And I don't care how old a woman is, that is absolutely nothing to brag about. If anything, that is something that you should be ashamed of. Well, I'm going to show you a guy who's having street interviews with two women. And when you see these women, I'm not going to judge them, but looking at their outfits, the way they behave, you judge. Let me know in the comment section what you think. So I'm going to let the video play again, and then I'm going to come back and translate.
Was ist dein Bodycount?
Also wir haben 2025 Leute,
Ja.
Der ist eigentlich auf 0 zurückgesetzt, aber wir haben den 17. heute und ich hatte 7 Typen bis jetzt. Also ich habe es mir gut gehen lassen.
In welcher Zeit ist das passiert?
Auf Tinder kennengelernt,
Unterschiedlich.
schnell getroffen. Ich wollte meinen
Schnell.
Spaß haben.
Bist du auch so eine, die zu den Männern sagt, ja, ich bin nur um zu vögeln?
Ja, guck mich an. Also wenn mich ein Mann anguckt, der hat keine anderen Gedanken im Kopf, der will mich nur, ne, drücken.
Ja, nice. Wie alt warst du nochmal?
Ich bin 20.
Wann war dein erstes Mal?
Mit 14.
Wie ist das zustande gekommen mit 14? Welche Klasse warst du, oder 7. oder nicht?
Ich weiß es nicht mehr, keine Ahnung, aber ich war schon früh aktiv.
Willst du noch irgendwie dein Insta...
Guy asks her, what is your body count? She says it's 2025, I'm gonna have to reset my body count. Well, that's pretty creative and I've never heard that before, but she's 20 years old and in 2025 she was with 7 men so far. She said that is very cool and calm and collective for 2025 so far, but she makes it very obvious when she is scattering around on these dating apps. She says she goes on Tinder, then she contacts these men and she makes it very obvious what the intent of them meeting is going to be. I'm gonna be honest with you, what man is going to say no? Right? I mean, if you look at her whole appearance, I'm going to say if you would see her in America, you will probably put her in one category automatically because of the chest tattoos, because of the fake hair, because of the long fingernails. And of course, the infamous twerking. Let's check out another girl.
Was denkst du, was mein Bodycount ist?
Boah, schwer. Weil ich kenne dich so an sich nicht, aber Coconut und so hält sich ein bisschen sass an. Deswegen, ich würde sagen so um die 40, 50.
Ja, mein Bodycount ist 344.
Machst du das beruflich?
Nein!
Ja, nein, was denn jetzt?
Nein.
Nein?
Nein.
Wann war dein erstes Mal?
Mit 14.
Also in 8 Jahren hast du mit 344 Männern geschlafen.
Ja,
Stark.
man lebt.
Stark, ja, ich merk schon. Bereust du irgendeinen von denen?
Nö.
Gar keinen?
Macht Spaß.
Ja?
Ja, safe.
Was denkst du, wie hoch wird da noch gehen? Wann denkst du dir, okay, jetzt reicht?
This is some really degenerate stuff that we are witnessing here, unfortunately. This is why as men we have to walk away from this degenerate society and focus on getting our wealth, focus on ourselves and our relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. You should be focusing on building yourself up. You should be focusing on getting your money. You sure as hell should not be focusing on getting in a relationship with a modern woman, because modern women right now have went down that very dark path, and they will lead you down a path of destitution and poverty, guys. One of the best things you can do also right now is to learn how to day trade cryptocurrency, because especially as the economy gets worse, that's one of the things that's going to save you. It's going to be a safety net. And that's something that we teach you guys over in the Angry's Crypto Academy. I just want to tell you a little bit about the Crypto Trading for Dummies blueprint. With this blueprint, you'll learn how crypto day trading can help you earn daily profits, even starting small. Imagine making $30 a day with $100 or even hundreds daily trading small amounts. Working just an hour a day. It's written so simply that even a 5th grader can do it. With banks collapsing and the economy in chaos, this skill is your lifeline. Click the link in the description to check it out now.
Ready zum Heiraten, also wenn der Richtige kommt, dann reicht's auch.
Denkst du findest einen, der 344er Bodycount akzeptiert?
Who knows?
Okay.
Hat jemand Interesse?
Ja, also schreib's in die Kommentare, also falls jemand will, so ich verlinke die. So. Willst du noch irgendwie dein Insta oder so?
I think by now it's pretty obvious that some of these flatbacks, shout out to CGA, some of these flatbacks really don't know how to twerk. Anyway, they're gonna have to work with whatever they got. So this one is 24 years old and she has a body count of 344, and his ultimate reaction was, is that your job? Do you do that for a living? Like, that is a crazy in number. And the more crazier thing is that she said that she is ready to settle down now. Now 344 men ran through her, but she's ready to settle down now. As you can see, looking at certain women with certain attributes, again, chest out, chest tattoos, they all have the same delusional expectations. I want to meet the man who is willing and ready to marry a woman who has been with 344 men at the age of 24. By the way, both women were intimate for the very first time at the age of 14. Do you know what I looked like when I was 14? I had a red bow on top of my head. I was wearing my Mickey Mouse t-shirt. I was wearing my red shorts with my white dots on it. And I was living a life playing outside with my skip-it until my mom called me in for dinner.
Now, you know something very interesting? I want you to look at that picture of Suereyya. Little Suereyya. Oh my gosh, I can't believe little Suereyya. She actually posted that. Let's get that back on the screen. Oh gosh, I keep skipping over it. But there we go. So yeah, there is little Suereyya. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. But that's what girls used to look but like back when we were growing up. And you know what's so crazy I think that this is so I think, like, as a teenage boy, this is what was actually attractive. Like, a girl that actually looked your age. Like, Gen Z are a bunch of weirdos. This looks like a kid. This is what a 14 year guys, this is what a 14-year-old used to look like, okay? This is what a 14-year-old woman used to look like. This was attractive to us growing up. Gen Zers are a bunch of weirdos. That's why they're aging that's why they're aging so terribly. It's because they wear so much makeup and the food that they eat, and they're godless, and God has given them over to their sins. And that's another story. But you know how I feel about those people. They weren't really meant to be here that long. And in the short time that they're here, you're seeing all the damage that they're doing. But when we were younger, me and Sarai are right around the exact same age. This is what a young person looked like. This is what a 14-year-old is supposed to look like. If you look at what like Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, they had her at the like red carpet because she was in Mufasa, the new movie, or some crap like that. And the crazy thing is, like, if you saw how mature she looked, like she was wearing these platform shoes, and like this looked like a grown woman. Like there was no one in this world that would not say this woman looked like 20. She's 12 years old. She looked easily like 22. She easily looked like a 22-year-old woman. I am not even playing games with y'all. I am not playing games. I mean, you guys can see it right here on the screen now. This is the Mufasa premiere for The Lion King, and it's a movie that just came out, a new live action, I believe. And she plays I think she plays the voice of one of the some lion, I think Simba's daughter in the movie. And here's the thing, this is her at the premiere. This is her at the premiere for the movie. Does that look like a 12-year-old girl to you? She is 12. She is 12 years old. Compare that to Suereyya at 14. And this is what Gen Z looks like at 12. And she's nothing special. This is 99% of them. 99% of them. And Jen, she's basically she's right between Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Okay? So she's right between Gen Z and Gen Alpha. And Gen Alpha, if you can see, this is what Gen Alpha is like. They have an obsession with skincare products. And there's a lot of stupidity. And whose fault is that? It's their fault. It's definitely their parents' fault for allowing them to go down this path, but it's also their fault for not being children. Like, these are disrespectful, bad kids. All right. And I will say this right now, America is not a place to raise children. America and westernized societies are not places to raise kids. If I have to raise children, they are not being raised in the United States. No, that's to raise your kids in America today. I believe that's child abuse. You heard me right. You should not raise your kids in this hellhole country, because this country is going to hell in a handbasket. All right. This is a country that has lost its soul. The people in this country have lost their damn minds. This is a 12-year-old girl. This is a 12-year-old little girl. You cannot tell me, if someone told you this woman was 23, 24, or 25, you would not. If you were told that this is a 23-year-old woman or 25-year-old woman, no one would think differently. No one would ask questions at all. No one would ask questions at all. If you were to say that this woman is 30 years old, no one would ask questions at all. Some of y'all like angry, you're pushing it right now. If someone said this is a 30-year-old woman, no one would think twice. Look at her very carefully. All right. And someone said this is a 30-year-old woman. Oh, okay, yeah, she does look about 30 years old. Y'all know I'm right. Y'all damn well know I'm right. It's a sad society that we live in.
With my white dots on it, and I was living a life playing outside with my skip it until my mom called me in for dinner. I was doing that at the age of 14. How do you end up in the bed with somebody at the age of 14? Where in the hell were your parents? Where are these girls' parents nowadays? Sum this video up, everybody. As you can see, 304s come in all different sizes, shapes, and form, but they all have one thing in common. None of them have any shame in their game.
It's an absolute disgrace. Again, you can check Suereyya out. Her channel is linked in the description of the video, so you can go check her out and support her. But I mean, it's sick It's sad what society has come down to. The video I showed you guys earlier was literally of a mother who had gone to who had basically her son was going to was like I don't know if it was Lily Phillips or it was one of those 304s, and she went to go find her son as he was waiting in line with like 1,000 other men. This is madness with like 1,000 other men to hook up with Lily Phillips because she was going to bed. I think it was Lily Phillips. It's one of them. A lot of these women are now doing it, and now they're claiming that this woman is copying me because I did it first, and now my friend is copying me because they're friends, but now they're fighting with each other because one did it first, and now the other one is doing it, and they're pissed off because that was their thing. All right, they have guys. When I told you that these women they had body counts that would put the Doomslayer to shame, y'all did not believe me. All right. If a woman tells you that her body count is like 30, and first off, a body count of 30 is a high number. But when a woman is casually there saying that her body count is like 30 or 34, you have to understand you always multiply by 3. But the thing is that women are so tricky today that those were the old rules. Like we used to say multiply by 3 back in the 90s. That was like 80s, 90s. That was pre Only Fools era. That was pre Instagram era. That was pre TikTok era. Okay. That's before they had access to social media like they do now. Those rules have changed. Okay. Honestly, I would say you should 5x it or even 10x it depending on the girl. Okay. Minimum of 5x. Okay, so if she says 30, it's more like 150. It's more if she says 30, it's more like 150, but don't be shocked if it's 300 soldiers. Don't be shocked if it's 300 soldiers, y'all, because that's how modern women behave in society. That's how modern women think. They are just out there to go and to engage in these degenerate actions that, because they don't have to take accountability for any of the choices that they make, and they will always be bailed out of every bad decision. I've warned you guys countless times. Stay away from these people. Don't get involved in these people. Your focus right now should be money, getting your money. All right, learning crypto, building a business, building a brand. But you should not be messing around with these people because these are some very sick, twisted, and degenerate individuals. Ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom. It's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now. And guys, just so you know, we actually have a little sale going on in the Academy right now. So if you want to save some cash, if you want to get in there before prices go up, you should actually go check that out. We got a little sale going on over in Angry's Crypto Academy, link description in the video. And you can go and check out our sale. Go and, jump in right now. We have guys, one of the great things about the Academy is we also have the chat. So it's kind of like a forum, but it's a chat. And basically you can create threads in there, just like exactly like how you'd be able to create threads in a forum. You basically can create threads, a thread in the chat, and I'm in there. We're all in there. People are asking questions, talking about what cryptos they're buying. They're getting help from one another. We also have support. So, for example, if you have any issues and you need immediate support, you can click on. We have a support section. You can click on that, and you can reach me, and I can basically guide you through any problems you're having. If you lose your crypto, send it to the wrong wallet. If you make a mistake, any of these things, if you don't know where to purchase a specific coin, if you're lost, if you want me to do a crypto, or if you want me to do an analysis of your wallet, if your investments, if you want to have a white paper reviewed, all of these different things. We offer so many services over in the academy. And, or for example, you get an email from someone telling you that, hey, click on this link because you've been locked out of your Coinbase account, or, there's an airdrop going on and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you immediately if that's a scam. And then we also have resources over in the academy to let you know about scams, or what coins are what are the best coins to pick up. There's one coin right now that's going to skyrocket. It's less than $200 a coin. And it's basically, this coin is basically, it's kind of like, it's very, very much like Bitcoin. Let's just say it's like the silver to Bitcoin's gold, wink, wink. And that's a coin that everyone should be absolutely invested in right now. To know how much you should invest into this coin, it's actually a very interesting answer. You can find out about that coin and a bunch of other coins as well that will make you into millionaires. There was a guy who invested in a coin called Pepe just a few years ago, 4 years ago. They invested I believe it was $25, $27 in a coin called Pepe. And they got it during the early distribution, so like the pre-sale period. And that investment 4 years later in 2024 was worth about $52 million. They ended up selling like 2 point something million dollars worth of coins. And in 2025, the coins that they have left over are now worth over $60 million. So so small investments and a bit of patience can lead to an extraordinary future. And even without that, just learning how to do basic cryptocurrency day trading is very valuable, because it's a survival skill. When the economy crashes and you don't know how you're going to survive or what you're going to do, you're going to have that as a skill, and you can do that every day. You can work for about an hour a day just doing a little crypto trading. And it's basically, there are these there are different strategies, and we teach you the most basic strategies that allow you to basically work only an hour a day, trading $100, making $30 a day. That's $900 a month if you do it every day, or trade $500. Realistically, you can make between $100 and $200 a day working an hour, trading about $500, and that's going to bring you in easily anywhere from $100 to $200 a day. So $3,000 to $6,000 a month. 50,000, easily between 36,000, so almost 40,000, and almost $75,000 a year. It depends on what you put into it, what work you put into it, you'll get out of it. And that can allow you to really have a lot of flexibility in life. Because you can see modern women, the relationships, the way that they behave in society, no man should be getting into these relationships. No man should be sacrificing everything for someone who will never love you. And basically the only thing they will ever love are the streets. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. What do you think regarding all of this? Women are being arrested for bad behavior. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.